This first year for me with the tree has been so much fun. I've enjoyed every aspect, from preparing the music to recording to rehearsals to the production side of things. I think the choir's participation in the tree this year meant family to me. So I was excited this year to be able to run rehearsals on Monday nights with a group of people I've never ever been with before, and to see that relationship between them and myself grow, for them to begin to trust me as a leader and as a director, trust the vision that we've had for the tree, trust the music that we're going to be performing in a few months, and see it all kind of come together. And that's what I miss the most right now, is our rehearsal times on Mondays and preparing for something larger than ourselves. You know, growing up, I've always enjoyed gospel choirs. And so for me, with the tree, they've always had a small gospel choir. I wanted to enhance it. Man, I want a big choir. And so what I did was, with the existing gospel choir, I added another 60 voices to it from within our tree choir. And so all of a sudden we had a choir of 80, 85 in purple robes, which is my favorite. And they were moving, they were dancing, smiling, having a great time. The audience ate it up. They loved it. I felt like this year we enhanced our lighting and our sound in ways that have never been done before. We worked tirelessly to make sure that happened, so that the choir's voices and the instruments that we're playing united as one. Every path has been so much fun to take this year, and I'm looking forward to this next year as well. The Portland Singing Christmas Tree is always looking at ways of giving back to our community. This year was a little unique because we gave back to 8 of our high school choir music programs. With the high school choirs being part of the Portland Singing Christmas Tree this year, this meant the world to them. For the directors of these high schools, it means getting their kids in front of an audience, a huge audience, and being able to direct the Hallelujah Chorus, a cast of 350. And it's an incredible opportunity for their directors as well. A lot of the students wrote us personal notes thanking us and what it means to be within an organization like the Portland Singing Christmas Tree, to stand on the stage of the Keller. This renowned stage has been around for a long time, and to be part of such an incredible Christmas production. Receiving a check for $1,500 from our organization helped many of these schools reach goals that they've had on their plates for a long time. They've never been able to reach because they haven't had the funds. One school used their $1,500 to help the kids get to an out-of-state competition. Another school used theirs to purchase new music. Another school, their risers were falling apart, and they travel a lot in competitions, so they are going to use theirs to buy brand new risers. And another school, I can't believe this, but they gave all of their $1,500 to a student who's not even part of the music program, but rather part of the band program, to help him with his stage 4 cancer expenses. Throughout all the change this last year, and there's been a lot of change, our focus still remains to keep the true meaning of Christmas alive in Portland. This last year we presented something called the Cinematic Living Nativity. It was basically taking scripture and making it come alive for the audience with music and drama. I want to share with you a short story that came out of the second half of our show this past year. A couple had attended, and they were struggling in their marriage, and this was written by the wife to us through an email. And she said, as she looked over at her husband through the second half, tears are streaming from his eyes. Afterwards, out in the lobby, he said to his wife, "You know, I've never treated you like I should. And I feel like watching Joseph treat Mary the way he did on stage is the way I want to treat you." And as they hugged, she said, this has been life transforming for their marriage. A story like this goes beyond any hope or prayer that we could ever offer up. So tonight, as each one of us prepare our hearts as to what we will give to the Portland Singing Christmas Tree, let's keep in mind that this production is just not about dancing Santa Claus and elves and Rudolphs, but it's much more than that. It impacts lives in special ways. Each life impacted differently, yet the same, to make our lives something better, to present the true meaning of Christmas to our community in a spectacular fashion. This is where Christmas comes alive, and you can be part of this. Thank you, and God bless.